Hello, welcome to everyone. I believe everyone is good. Uh, uh, Welcome to my BGP Masterclass. So today lab is the BGP load sharing. So in BGP there is a two type of concept is there. One is the load balancing and another is the load sharing. So load balancing, for example, load balancing where possible. For example, this is your ISP. Okay, this is your ISP and this is your office. And this is your office. So here ISP, you have this is the office, or you have one connectivity, one edge router is there, a custom edge router. So here a service provider is there, so through service provider you have two connectivity. Okay, you have two connectivity. So if you see here show IP BGP, so two paths are showing. For example, two paths are showing. One path is the valid and best, another path is the valid path. Okay, two paths saying. For example, this is the valid and best path. Okay, for example, this is the valid and best path. So in this but normally what will we do? The router will be send all the traffic via this path only. Okay, for example, here one public server is there. Okay, public server, for example, 8.8.8.8, for example. Okay, so what happened when you are accessing the public server, all the traffic is going via this one, through this one. If your public server is there, that's connectivity is like this. So all the traffic going to the like this. Okay, so for example, how to do the load balancing? Okay, this is called a dual home. Okay, dual home. There is a two type of concept is there. One is the dual home, another is the multi home. So dual home means single. This is the single service provider. Okay, single service provider, you can use the that is called through single service provider you have two or more connectivity to your organization, to your office. So that is called dual home. Or multi home, what means? Multi home means you will be get the connection from the different service provider, different autonomous system. Okay, this is a single autonomous system. Okay, so it's a single autonomous system, you can do the load balancing. How to do the load balancing? um, how to do the load balancing? For example, if you see here show IP BGP, you see the you see the valid path and best path, and another is the only valid path. Okay, so you go to the show IP BGP, you will be see the maximum path 1. By default BGP not do the load balancing, so that it's showing the maximum path 1. If you are going to the BGP mode, if I will be show this one, I configure something here. Show IP, uh, show IP BGP, show IP BGP, not show IP protocol. Okay, show IP protocol. So this is the BGP protocol. So here if you are see, here is the maximum path 1. So by default BGP not doing the load balancer. So if you are going the BGP router mode and maximum path make as a 2, so router will be send both the path. For example, your one public server is the 8.8.8. So both the path are used to access this public network. Okay, so this is called dual home. Okay, so today lab is the BGP load sharing. Okay, load sharing means see, this is the for this is the load balancing. Load balancing only possible dual home. Dual home means you have multiple connection via single service provider. Or multi home means you have two and more connectivity from the different service provider. Okay, so here I will clean something here. For example, here your service provider, here our service provider is there, service provider 1, and another service provider is the service provider 2. Okay, so for example, I will be show the I do the for I'm telling about the multi home. Okay, BGP multi home. Multi home means you have the multiple connection. So here I do some lab form that see, for example, this is the service provider 1 and this is the service provider 2. Service provider 1 using the 65,000 65,001 and 65,002 is the service provider 2. This is assume that this is the public network, some public internet is there. So there is a two server, public server is the one is 444 and another is 44. I assume that this is to the public server. This is our organization and this is our office. So for example, if you are this is different ISP. Okay, this is your organization. So this is called BGP load sharing. Load sharing is using for the BGP multi home only. Okay, BGP multi home. So here I do the configuration. Here I do the configuration. I configuration already I done the what configuration I have done from here. Means just I configure BGP neighbors and this router I advertise these two network. I will show the everything. So IP BGP show IP show run session BGP. Okay. So in R1 we do make is the to these two as a never only. Okay, these two only never. In R2 also I did the same thing. Only R2 this one never and this one never, and R4 is never. Okay, R1 never, R4 never. In R3 also I did the same thing only. R3 R1 never and R4 never, and R4 also did the same thing. R4 also R2 never and R3 never, and I advertise this two network. Okay, this I did send only this thing. If you go show IP BGP. So IP BGP. So see 44 network and 44 network, both the valid and best was showing via R2. Okay. So how to now I'm going to do the lab. I'm not doing anything. Now I'm starting the lab. What is how to do the lab? I'm telling the overview of this lab. So for example, this is the this is our service provider. So for 44 network using via R1. Okay, and for 44 network using R1 and 44 network using via R3. This is our requirement. Okay, this is our requirement. So this practical how will we do? For example, for R1, this path we give, see, for outbound traffic we are using local PPMs or wait. Okay, for outbound traffic. So for example, you are giving local PPMs from this path via for 44 network 110, and for this path we are giving local performance as a 90. Okay, 90, and for 44 network we do the MAC as a this is primary, so you are giving local performance from this 110, and for this one we are giving the 90. Okay, so we will be do the practical. So what how will we do the practical? So we have the how to do the practical. So for example, we create here two access list because of we have two network, we have two destination, two segment. So for this one another one access list, and this is one access. What access list, what will be saying? Access list saying access list for example access list 1 is saying for this network permit and other are deny, and another access list 2 what how to configure this 44 network allow or remaining are deny. Okay, these two access list we are configure, and we are configure the two route map. For example, that we have two neighbors, so that we configure the two route map. So one route map saying for one route map saying for this network for 44 network allow only this this is the primary path, and 40 and that 4 network this is the secondary path. Okay, this is the secondary path. So this local we are applying the local PPN. So I already done the configuration setup. So I will show you. So for outbound traffic you can use the local performance or wait. Okay, so we configure the access list. We configure the two access list. One access list is showing access list name is the 4 network, another access list configure the out for out for network. Okay, 44 network. So like that, how many your destination network is, so that much access list you need to configure. So for that you can configure multiple access list, but how much neighbor you have, that much route map only you configure. So for example, you have access list the access list 444 and deny any. Okay, for deny any access list, what saying, the access list for access list name and allow 444, deny everything. Then another access list configure for 44 network, the 44 network allow, another are deny. Okay, so this access list very simple. For this one saying for 4 network allow, and this access list saying 44 network allow, others are remain deny. So route map, two route map configuration. This is the route map one. There is a two statement is there in route map. One statement here saying route map via R2 and this is two route map means via R2 and another boost via R3. Okay, so via R2 what saying, saying for 44 network local performance this one, क्योंकि via R2 means what traffic going via R2. Okay, so the for 44 network local performance 110 and 44 network local performance is 90. Like that, and via R3 also we configure 44 network local performance is 90 and 44 network local performance is 110. Okay, and then we will be applied to the neighbor in direction, because this is the outbound traffic. Outbound traffic we are the apply the inbound direction. So we will be see the configuration. So if you are here see, so both paths are using via R2. Now I do the this configuration. I copy all the things. Okay, I copy all the things in R2 and pasted here. Okay, 1 minute. Config. Okay, so I copy all the things and paste here. Okay, I'll paste done. After that I do the clear IP BGP star. Wait for a few minutes, 1 minute. So again see this configuration for give me rest 1 minute for the router. So again I will be explain for two access list configure. For one access list showing for this net, because we have two destination network, because of that we configure two access list. If you have multiple how much you have destination network, that much access list you need to configure. So route map only how much neighbors you have BGP neighbor for in service provider, that much route map configure. So for example route map 2 route map via R2 or via R2 or ISP1 saying this network local performance is 110 and for this network local performance is 90. And via R3 showing this network local performance is 90 and this local performance is 110, and apply in the indirection. Okay, so now we are show IP BGP. If you see show IP BGP, see here for R1 we are seeing for R1 44 network, for 44 network this is the best path, and 44 network this is the best path. Okay, so this is the nothing about this is the load sharing multi home BGP load sharing multi home. And thank you for watching, and subscribe the channel. You will get more BGP videos. Thank you for watching.